Transforming the desert is easier than transforming Mars. Is Elon Musk's Mars colonization plan extremely ambitious, but currently facing enormous technological challenges? Musk is like a real-life Iron Man. He has ignited countless people's dreams of space through his construction projects. His goal is to make humanity a multiplanetary species and to build a self-sufficient city on Mars with a population of 1 million as a safeguard in case Earth encounters disaster. However, behind this grand narrative, there is a glaring logical flaw that frustrates countless geographers, biologists, and engineers. If we cannot transform the Sahara Desert, the Gobi Desert, or even Antarctica into habitable cities on Earth, what makes us think we can transform Mars? Is this truly a hymn to human courage, or is it a carefully packaged scheme of capital and technology? To understand the absurdity, we first need to make a harsh comparison. For humans, the Sahara is indeed harsh. Scarce water, high temperatures, sandstorms. But note its luxuries. A standard atmospheric pressure, no need for a spacesuit, blood that doesn't boil, 21% oxygen in the air so you can breathe freely, Earth's strong magnetic field and thick atmosphere shielding you from cosmic radiation, 1 g of standard gravity so your bones and muscles don't atrophy, and daily temperature variations of only a few tens of degrees. Now, if you stand on Mars' equator and take off your helmet, what would happen? The atmospheric pressure is only 0.6% of Earth's, equivalent to the thin air at 30 kilometers above Earth. At this pressure, the water in your body would instantly boil at body temperature. The air is 95% carbon dioxide. One breath is highly toxic. Mars's average temperature is -63 degrees Celsius. At the equator at noon in summer, it might barely reach 20 degrees Celsius, but at night, it can plunge to -70 degrees Celsius. Mars has no magnetic field to shield it. On the surface, DNA damage and cancer are inevitable. Mars's soil also contains high concentrations of perchlorates, a highly toxic chemical, which cannot be used without complex chemical treatment. If not through complex chemical treatment, Mars soil cannot even support growing potatoes. Moreover, this highly toxic dust will infiltrate your lungs everywhere. So the conclusion is straightforward. Even the harshest deserts on Earth, or a post-nuclear war Earth wasteland, are paradises compared to Mars, even in its most habitable regions. To transform a desert, we only need to solve the problem of water. To transform Mars, we would need to overcome all the problems posed by physical laws, chemical toxicity, lethal radiation, and boiling due to low pressure. Of course, Musk's fans might say that technology will advance. Indeed, technology will advance. But logistics costs and the laws of thermodynamics are cold, immovable walls. Building in Earth's deserts is expensive, but we have county-level railways, roads, and shipping routes. If water is scarce, we can build desalination plants and lay pipelines. These are matters of money and engineering effort, not unsolvable technology. But Mars is completely different. Currently, the cost of sending 1 kilogram of material to Mars is astronomical. Musk claims he wants to reduce the cost to a few $100s per kilogram, but that is an extremely idealized promise. Even if transportation costs drop, there is a core problem. You must live in an absolutely sealed container. In the 1990s, humans conducted an experiment on Earth called Biosphere 2, attempting to create a self-sufficient ecosystem inside a sealed glass dome. The experiment encountered serious problems. Oxygen levels dropped, carbon dioxide increased, some species went extinct, and participants faced life-threatening conditions. And this was on Earth, where you could open the door and escape if something went wrong. On Mars, if the ecosystem collapses, everyone dies. Building a so-called city of 1 million people on Mars means creating millions of Biosphere 2s from scratch on that red wasteland, and ensuring they function without failure for hundreds of years, a task that is almost impossible from an engineering perspective. If the logic is so clear, why does Musk continue to promote this dream? To be precise, it is a form of marketing fueled by technological zeal. Although Musk often exaggerates the timeline for Mars colonization, the rockets he builds are real. By painting a grand vision of Mars, he has successfully attracted the world's top engineers, secured massive financing, and turned SpaceX into the dominant player in Earth's orbital transportation. Musk's most famous argument is that you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. If Earth experiences a nuclear war or an asteroid impact, Mars serves as humanity's backup. This logic is highly provocative, but scientifically it doesn't hold up, because repairing Earth is always far easier than terraforming Mars. Even if Earth suffers a full-scale nuclear war, runaway greenhouse effects causing sea levels to rise by 100 meters, or an asteroid impact leading to mass extinction, such a planet would still be 10,000 times more habitable than Mars. So Musk's so-called Mars colonization is, for a long time, more likely to become extreme exploration for a very small number of billionaires, or a massive scientific research station. Relying on Mars colonization to solve Earth's population explosion or resource depletion is, from an economic standpoint, utterly unrealistic. Even if colonizing Mars is currently unrealistic, exploring Mars still holds great significance. But this value lies in the advancement of science and technology. To solve Mars' survival challenges, we need to develop ultra-efficient water recycling systems, highly effective photosynthesis-based factories, and materials that can withstand extreme environments. Technologies like small nuclear fusion reactors, once mature, would benefit Earth first and foremost. If we can master the technology to grow crops on Mars, then growing food in the Sahara Desert would be as easy as a game. If we can solve Mars' energy problems, Earth's energy problems would also be solved. So going to Mars is not about escaping Earth. It is about learning how to better repair it. From a philosophical perspective, humanity does need a frontier. After the age of exploration ended and Earth's map was fully charted, Mars, as the only currently accessible new continent, embodies humanity's instinct to challenge the unknown. Even if the environment is extremely harsh and only a few people live there, the spiritual inspiration for human civilization is enormous. But we must clearly recognize that Mars is by no means a backup home for humanity. For the next 1,000 years, Earth will remain our only home. Transforming deserts is indeed easier than transforming Mars, but protecting existing forests, oceans, and the atmosphere is far easier than transforming deserts. We support exploring Mars because it holds universal truths, not because we fantasize about finding a better paradise there than Earth. After all, in the vast dark forest of the universe, if you look back, you realize that the blue planet with water, air, and gravity, Earth, is the only supermansion in the entire cosmos.